Doesn't matter what time I leave 5 minutes earlier, and I still miss the bus. Anyways, I've got time to walk, so I'll do that. Bear with me 1 second. One more second. Right, so I'm deciding to walk. I do have enough time to wait for the next one, which I see coming, but I'd rather keep moving.
Lizzie.
There it is. Right, so that's the one right there. And probably would have to wait 8 minutes, but I would prefer to keep moving. Right, so today, I'm not sure if it's upper body or lower body, but I did a session in the pool anyway, regardless. But I didn't burn myself out completely. Right, what was I gonna say? Actually, yes, I know what I was gonna say. Right, so I got up this morning with the. No, let me go right back. So last night, when I went to. Actually, no, it's before that. I'm gonna say as far back as when I got in from my session at the pool yesterday. It was on my mind as to whether I would do a session this morning before training, or if I would wait until in the afternoon after training. But I decided to go this morning, even though I didn't feel any stiffness or any aching, any pains or anything like that. I still decided to go because I always find I get a better workout after I've been to the pool. Now, what I'm working on is getting my flexibility back in my legs and in my lower back, which I do in the steam room. I'm giving myself time, and so far I've been doing it less than a week, and I'm getting the results. One of the problems that I had going back, I would say as far back as 10 years, I'd get shooting pains at the back of my leg when I tried to stretch down into positions that I used to be able to get down into back in my 20s, teens and 20s, and I would say early 30s as well. But the reason why I struggled, why I was feeling the pain, was because I'd gone years without doing those exercises that I used to do. So I used to do regular stretching exercises. And you could argue that life gets in the way. So pretty much, I'm a routine person, and I'm also target driven. So I've been able to, of late, factor in certain things that I need to do as and when I need to do them. So getting up in the morning early and going to the sauna for my hair and skin, and then into the steam room to do these stretching exercises, and of course, and for the pool to exercise generally. This is something I can do. There's nothing on earth stopping me from doing it. Not even the weather, because it's within walking distance. The gym is in walking distance, 15 minutes away from my sister's flat. So it is customary for me to post a picture on my way to the gym. I don't like the word selfie, I take a picture, and I post that usually to Facebook and my WhatsApp update. And this morning I captioned it that each day is accounted as one step. And each day we are either one step further away or one step closer towards our aims and ambitions. And attitude is the determining factor. Now, this is what I actually want to talk about. So you see, I've missed the bus, but I'm not complaining because I know I can walk at my leisure, as I'm doing now, and I will still get to my training session for 9 o'clock. Right, so I had an option. I wasn't just depending on the bus. I have a willingness to walk, right? So, no problem. Now, here's the bit that will upset people. I'm not talking about the viewer, but I'm talking about people we meet in our daily lives. Often, when we meet people who are not on the same level of, on the same level as us, they inevitably are going to drag us backwards in order to keep up with us. Because I've actually wrote this in the book, which was published 22 years ago. I state that, and I still state, that it is easier to pull someone down than it is to pull them up. You need more strength to pull someone up than you do to drag them down. Therefore, people who are not on the same level as you, who have poorer standards, are inevitably, if you keep hanging around with them, going to drag you down. I offend people all the time. Sorry. When I say I offend people all the time, it's because I don't allow people to compromise my standards. Don't get me wrong, from time to time, I will find myself in a situation, and by, that individual is encroaching on my territory. So at the point when I need to shake them off, that is when the offense is going to happen. So I've done many videos of me walking to the gym or walking back, and always I'm by myself. Nobody wants to get up and come and join me at 6:30 in the morning, whether it be in deepest midwinter or at the height of summer. Nobody is going to want to come and join me to go and participate in physical exercise. As well, not a lot of people are willing to pay a personal trainer to train them once, twice, 3 times a week, however many times the goal would require, or to pay yearly gym membership. In fact, I'm due to renew my membership with the gym this month, I believe on the 28th, so that's in 5 days' time. Whenever I renew my gym membership, I always pay up front, a year in full up front, rather than monthly payments. I prefer to get things out of the way, so that's how I make my payments. Yes, so someone was just walking past. Yes, so it's sort of like, that's what I'm talking about, standards. It's not just about how you go about, like in my case, getting up every morning and going to the gym. It's also about your attitude towards money. It's what you are willing to invest in yourself. And people who are not on the same level are not prepared to invest at the level that, somebody with higher standards, namely myself in this case, is willing to invest, right? So it is pointless, actually, just cutting to the chase. It is pointless keeping company with people who are not traveling at the same speed as you or in the same direction, because they are only going to serve eventually to drag you backwards and separate you from your goals. So that's what I have to say on that anyway. So I will have finished doing 2 sessions of exercise by 10 o'clock this morning. And then I have the rest of the day to go about my business. So you see, even to do 1 session, all right, had I done 1 session, it's now just, I believe, just after 8:30. So if I wasn't going to my training session for 9, I would be back in the flat by 9 o'clock. So if I say, let's just say I chose to do 9 to 5, working indoors for myself, I would still be able to have fitted a training session in and be able to still do the 9 to 5, which is what some people do. Some people actually come to the gym and exercise before they go and do their day job. So what I'm saying is, there is always enough time in the day to fit something in if it is in keeping with something you're working towards. So for example, if I'm sewing later on today, I will be able to practice singing as well. If I need to learn songs, I will be able to do that while I work, you know. So all right, so basically the point I'm making here is that you find ways. If you really want to do something, if something is important, you will find ways and you will find the time. But the thing not to do, never to do, is to allow people around you who are idle or who have lesser standards than yours, because you're only going to be dragged backwards. I'm going to leave that there. I think I've made the point that I wanted to make. But as said, sometimes people take offense when they realize that you're not going to slow down for them. But you know, if it's a race, imagine an Olympic 10,000 meter race. Do you see the other competitors getting angry with the ones who are leading the race? Of course not, because each of them are there to run their own race. And this is life. We're all here to live our own lives. And how we choose to do it, it's entirely up to us. But for myself, and as I said, the book bears witness, I've been saying it for decades. People are likelier to drag you down than they are to pull you up, because it takes less effort to drag a person down than it does to pull them up. So I'm not that type of person. I just do my own thing. But if the goal is to inspire others, it is best to do it from a safe distance. Otherwise, as said, they're likely to pull you down. Anyway, take care and have a good day. Bye.